YouTube, what's up? It's T-Man. Here we are. Happy New Year. I guess it's a little past that. What's that sketch?
Happy New Year.
It's a little late, frankly, for the Happy New Year's, you know? Statute of limitations is kind of run out on the New Year's. 3 days. Plenty.
It's a new year. We're in January. I figured, you know what? There's been enough things that have changed in my room that it would warrant, you know, some sort of update. I personally think that this is the biggest change I've done to this room since I actually built it from studs. You're probably like, when is this guy just shut up and get to the AUDIMUTE stuff? Because that's probably the reason why you're here. That, or you like drums, or you like preamps, or microphones, or whatever. I don't care, you're here, and I appreciate you being here. And because of that, you should like and subscribe. I'll get to the AUDIMUTE, I'll get to the preamps, I'll get to everything. But first, here's some B-roll. The biggest change to my studio since I built. What did I do exactly? AUDIMUTE. AUDIMUTE is a company based in Ohio. Here's a little backstory. The owner, Mitch, hit me up a few months ago and said, hey, I don't like the way your room looks. It sounds fine, but I don't like the way your room looks. And I said, okay, well, if you want to help me out and make this look better and sound better, let's go for it. So we did. And himself and his assistant Nova, who lives here in LA, awesome artist. All the links are below, by the way, for everything I'm talking about. They came out, stuff was shipped. We had 1 day to do it, so that meant like a few days before I gutted the studio. They came in, they did their thing. The next day I started putting it back together. It took me a total about a week to gut, install AUDIMUTE, and then install again, like the audio stuff, the drums, everything, just putting everything back in here. What the heck is AUDIMUTE, right? So according to Mitch, it's a proprietary, you know what, let me just read the text. From Mitch, AUDIMUTE is a proprietary absorption innovation, Eco-C-Tex. It's made from earth-friendly cellulose. In parentheses, essentially recycled paper. This is what it looks like. This is cut down 1 foot by 4 foot, 1.5 inch thick pieces of this stuff. So the whole ceiling is this, which means the whole ceiling is now a cloud, so I don't have a cloud over the drum set. All the absorption is on the walls. I still have some like of my older panels here because I wanted to leave this wall a little more reflective, and I didn't feel like it was the best use of our material to stick it on that wall when I had these really great panels made by my friend Josh Nyback. Shout out Josh Nyback Builds. So this is a cutout. This is the back of it. It's kind of like concrete almost, and it's got a rough surface. It's really cool. And so this is the 1.5 inch. And just to show you, they make it in 1.5, 1 inch, and 1/2 inch. So this is the same material with a different face. And obviously a different thickness. So this is the ceiling, is just that, all that material just stacked up there. And then it's all behind that wall. And I'm gonna go show you something that's really cool about this wall. So these down here, these 3 rows are 1.5 inch. Then this is 1 inch. And as we work our way up, 1/2 inch. So it's 1/2 inch, 1 inch, 1.5 inch. That's my whole ceiling. That's this whole back wall behind the drums that you see on my Instagram, which you should go follow. There's all of it like behind, like you can see it behind the speakers. There's some up there. And then that's the biggest change, AUDIMUTE. I also got some new preamps. And this goes to a big shout out to my homie, Lester Estelle. Lester just came through and literally blessed me. That's the best way I can say it. So thank you, Lester. This is the rack right now. We got a monitor. This is like compression zone. Got a transient designer. These DBX 166s. I haven't used them much, but they're really, really great when I need to gate things pretty hard. The hardware gate is just sometimes better than software gates. Kick in. This is like extra. Sometimes I throw it on mono overhead. Obviously snare top, distressor. Oh, these are 160Xs. Also shout out to Lester. Distressor, snare top, and kick out. And then this is a warm Audio 76. Wireless keyboard and mouse. Love this thing. This is Logitech MX Master for Mac. This is Apollo X8. This is a 16. All my hardware inserts go into here, and then I have 4 preamps that I can use for this or use extra inserts if I need to, and outputs as well. All right, so everything goes into these two. All the drums are going through APIs. Kick in, kick out. I should label this stuff. I never label things. I'm the worst. Kick in, kick out, snare top, snare bottom, rack tom, floor tom, mono overhead, crotch mic, overheads, rooms, kick in, kick out, snare top, snare bottom, toms, overheads. These are my rooms, hi-hats, and like lo-fi thing, not being used, mono overhead, and then this is new, and I'm just kind of trying it out on a mono room mic right now. So that's the rack, and it does a lot of fun stuff. Really, really happy with it. Let's move on to mics. If you watch any of my other YouTube videos, I kind of use the same mics. Sometimes I'll change the overheads. I upgraded and got these things. SE Electronics VR2s. And then those are my overheads. There's 2 of them. And then these guys right here. AKG 414s. I'm guessing these are from the like mid to late 90s, but they have the real switches. BULSs. They're really awesome. And it was like an immediate difference in sound. Snare has been this for so long. It's a SEV7X, there's a 57 on the bottom, BEYERDYNAMIC, and 160 here. Also up here, my room mics. This is a SE VR1, a VANGUARD V44S, Gen 1. This is such a workhorse. I'm so happy with it. Feature me editing, literally. I forgot to talk about the kick drum mics, and then this thing, kick drum in, usually is the SE Electronics V-Kick. Kick out is the United Fat 47, and this thing, I mean, they're so cheap, you should get one. It's one of these Shure talkback mics. It's like all mid-range knock. It's so good. Back to editing. I've been using these Cali Audio IN8s. They're great. 8-inch woofer, tweeter thing. I have no idea. They make sound. I use them to check phase and for dumb Instagram videos. My computer is a MacBook Pro M1 Max, 32 gigs, 1 terabyte. Not crazy. Heritage Audio, baby RAM. That's kind of the biggest reason why. The thing about these new MacBooks is you gotta have a dock because you need more ports. This is a CalDigit TS3. I have this. Gotta move this. Ow, that's hot. This is just the power for the speakers and that first X8. In case I don't want to turn on the full rack, I just turn this on and it only turns on the X8 and the speakers. And that way I could work, mix, edit, do whatever I want with good speakers. My chair is from Staples. It's great. I made a video about this and you can see it in my shorts. Not in my, wow, that sounds weird. You can see it on shorts. This is a Husky tool chest. It's really cool. It's full of stuff. Anyways, that does percussion, security camera, very important. Conga, my favorite tambourine of all time. It lives outside because I always use it. If you ever hire me, which you should, to do any sort of work with you, this will probably be in there some way or some form. I mean, listen to it. Okay, bye. This is like percussion zone. And then also this is a nice work table if stuff. Random microphone. I have most of my kits over here. This is kind of just like, I call it Bass Drum Alley, but this is that new white, beautiful kit that Tama gave me. 20-inch by 14, 16 by 16, 14 by 14, 12 by 8 bass drums. This is like a Tama Maple Silver Star. Rogers Holiday, that Pro Drum hooked me up so I can actually play it. Slingerland. 24 by 14, Club Date 22 by 14. This is that Frankenstein bass drum. It's a Tama Star Classic Maple Shell. I spray painted it, and then Pro Drum also helped me out. Cut it down to 11 inches. Slingerland floor tom. I don't know what it is. We got more floor toms. 16 by 14. It matches that other bass drum. Tama 14 by 14 Babinga, Birch Babinga. This is 13 by 13 Star Walnut that was orphaned, and I took it. Old 13-inch Slingerland, 13-inch Club Date 12 by 7 Maple Tama. Bunch of cymbals, bunch of stuff. Clap stack, get one. So good. And get that one. Snare drums. This is my Star Walnut. 10 by 7, 12 by 8, 13 by 9, 14 by 14, 16 by 16, 22 by 16. And my Rogers, 20 by 14. And then there's the matching 12 by 8 Rogers that matches that black kit. 22 by 14. Slingerland, 14 by 14 Rogers Holiday. And then my Franklin drum. That can do no wrong. I really am so happy with this drum. I'm a dingus. I forgot to record audio for the, you know, how you end a video. All right, okay, bye. Just kidding. I'm not gonna do it. I'm so grateful for everything that I have in the studio and that I'm able to use on a daily basis. It just makes recording drums and playing drums for fun or for other it just makes making music fun. And I'm so thankful to Mitch and AUDIMUTE coming in and like drastically making this room better. So thankful for my friend Lester. So thankful for all the dope gear. I'm just very thankful. I think it's a good way to start this new year is just to be grateful for the things we have and be grateful for the things we don't have. There's many things that I would like and I hope to get. If you're like, I hate this guy, he has too much gear that I like. Well, then you can hate this guy because he has too much gear that you like. But you know what? That's cool with me. You still watched the video and you saw this part. If you have any questions or comments or anything, just leave them down below. DM me, do whatever you want. One last thing, I released a drum pack probably 2 months ago, right before the new year. It's still available. Check it out, link down below. I'm really happy with that. I did that with the old room, which means if you can pick up what I'm putting down, there's probably gonna be a new one. Have a great day. Here we go.